What's going on, everybody? David here from Bluckers Videos and Collectables, and today I got a brand new video for y'all. And this time we will be going over the Jurassic World Dino Rivals Roarivors, and this is the repaints of the original ones that have came out for the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom line, both from Wave 1 and Wave 2. The first three, the Baryonyx, the Metrocanthosaurus, and the Ceratosaurus is from Wave 1, and the Ankylosaurus, or the Ankylosaurus, is from Wave 2. Not everybody particularly likes repaints. On the other hand, I don't mind them, but some of them are real cool, some of them are kind of bland, and some of them are kind of like a little bit more realistic, if you know what I mean. So I won't be reviewing every single one of them. We'll be opening all of them, but we're just going to be comparing these to the original releases. If you do want to see a full review, there will be, or should I say, you should check out my playlist, my Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom playlists. And I have reviewed all of these before, so they're more in-depth and everything. So basically, like I said, we'll just take a quick look at the packaging, and we'll just take a look at the dinosaurs, the color schemes, and compare them to the original releases. Okay? And then we'll just do a collection update. So first off, this is just the standard Dino Rivals Roarivors packaging. Basically, you got the clean Jurassic World logo on the top left-hand corner, and then here at the bottom we got the Dino Rivals right there, and we have T-Rex and the Triceratops there, and the Unwanted Owen, and it says right here Roarivors, and then Baryonyx. Then ages 3 and up, that's me. And then you have the Dino Rivals logo there, and then we have the Jurassic World logo there with a nice artwork of Rexy. And for the card back, you have the skeleton of the T-Rex and this nice art rendering, or throwback, should I say, in my opinion, to the old Kenner card backs with the reddish, yellowish, and orange and black background. What's background? Backdrop. And I like the fact that it covers the whole bottom too as well. You have the arrow pointing down that says press the button right there, and then you have the sound right there that lets you know that there's sounds. And pretty much basically all of these are the same. Pretty much straight up repaints, the sounds the same and everything. And then here on the back you have the Jurassic World Facts app right there. And then we have Roarivors Jurassic World. And then over here we have the contains one collector's card, and there is a card. And then we'll look at all the cards as well. And then here is the rest of the dinosaurs that are in this wave: the Ankylosaurus, Ceratosaurus, and the Metrocanthosaurus. Kind of an unusual pick, because I say that because I think others would probably prefer the Allosaurus over the Metrocanthosaurus, because as this wasn't a very popular dinosaur, to say the least. Ceratosaurus and Ankylosaurus was a little bit more popular than that. So the selection is good, but not great. If they was going to do a repaint of any of the Roarivors for the first 3 waves of the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom line. And so then here we have all the copyright information right there, and then here at the bottom we got some more copyright information, the Universal and Amblin Entertainment logo, and then it says contains 1 dinosaur and 1 card. And then here's the Mattel logo, and there's the UPC. If you want to check your local Walmarts for any of these, they should be fully stocked now, so you should have no problems finding either one of them. So let's go ahead and just grab one at a time. We'll open it up, and then we'll just take a quick look at it, go over the paint scheme, and then we'll just compare it to the original. Okay, first up is the Baryonyx. I do like this color, and I think majority of the fans out there that collect Jurassic World figures from Mattel could honestly say that they prefer this one over the original, as far as color scheme wise, because it's got the more natural color to it, the swampy color to it. I guess you could say it's the Swamp Thing, Spinosaurus, or not Spinosaurus, Baryonyx. My bad. My apologies. Oh, I can't believe I fucked that up. But anyways, yeah, so the color scheme is really nice, and I prefer it over the original. That's just me. I know people might have different opinions, and that's okay. But it's a nice looking figure. The only knock I have on this is probably on the eyes, because the fact it's just one dot. There you can barely see the eyes. Even though it's correct on both sides, you just can't really see it that well from a distance. But it's a nice forest green with a dark green on top. As usual, they don't go all the way down to the tail. They used to, like they need to. I said like they used to. But it also would be kind of nice to have this go up all the way up here at least. There is a yellowhead version. I haven't found it yet. If I do, I'll probably pick that up as well. What I mean by the yellowhead version is that like this top part of the Baryonyx is yellow, got a yellowish paint to it. I haven't seen it yet. I stop at Walmart's all the time, so if I do see it, eventually I'll probably pick it up and add it to the collection. But if not, oh well, it's no big loss. So it's, yeah, it's like solid green right here, and then you get a kind of a darker green right here on the tail, and you clip it in. And as for the legs as well, it's kind of a light and goes all the way down and gets darker and darker. Same thing with the arms. So, very nice. And also for the head as well, it's kind of gets a light color right there, all over the head. So it's like different shades of green all over the place. So, but here is the action feature. So let's go ahead and bring out the original counterpart so that way we can compare it. So here is the green Baryonyx compared to the original Baryonyx from the Fallen Kingdom toy line. Let me know in the comments below which one you like. Do you like the green one, or do you like the original colors? Like I said, I prefer this one because one looks more like a neutral color, like realistic color for it, and also because it's kind of like a throwback to the old Kenner Baryonyx. I unfortunately don't have the Series 2 Jurassic Park Baryonyx that came out in '94 by Kenner. Kind of expensive, not too expensive, but it's up there. And to find one complete or loose, or complete loose or on card, it can vary, you know, especially on card. All right, let's go ahead and bring out the next dinosaur. All right, next up we have the Diablo from Primal Rage. I'm just kidding. No, it's not Diablo from Primal Rage. Even though the color scheme does look like it, but it's not. It's the repaint of the Metricantosaurus. I do like this one a lot better because one, it does bring that nostalgia feel back from Primal Rage, Diablo. Pretty much everything is pretty much spot on. Would this be a more realistic color? Probably not, but don't think we have any red dinosaurs. But then again, who knows what color dinosaurs were back then. So pretty much basically it's all one solid red, from from the tail all the way to the head, or head to toe, tail, however you want to pronounce it or say it. But the only difference is it's got the black striping all on the back and on its legs and on the side of this leg as well. And basically it just stops right there. It would be nice if we went all the way down there, at least down to here. But hey, we're used to that right now, aren't we? And then as far as the head goes, it's got that from when I look at it in person, it's kind of like an orangish color, but then on camera it looks like it's like a mustard color, yellow, but it's not. It's really orange. But I do like that. I like the fact that it does have that different pattern on the face. As far as the eyes goes, the eyes is spot on, and here spot on as well. And yeah, I prefer this one over the original one. And here are the sounds for it. Let's go ahead and bring out the original and compare it. So here we have the Diablo Metrocanthosaurus and the original one from the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom line. The only difference I could tell as far as color scheme wise on either or is that you could tell that the green goes all the way to the head. And over here, the black striping goes all the way up here to the neck, and then it switches to a different pattern. It doesn't have no color in between, so it kind of makes it look cooler, you know. And that's one of the reasons why I like this before over the original. Excuse me. I like this one over the original. So let me know in the comments below which one do you think is better. Do you like Diablo from Primal Rage, or do you like the original Metra from the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom line? So up next we have the Ceratosaurus. This one has always give people problems because of the standing issue. So apparently they didn't correct that, so it did fell over. But it's got to be at some kind of a neutral spot to where it can actually stand over. And because if it's any other angle, it will just topple over no matter what you do. And plus, you know, the legs are not very sturdy as well either, because over time the legs get loose and then they tend to want to just kind of slouch over some, just because it's so top heavy in the front, and that kind of causes and plus the feet are really small. So anyways, this is probably like my least favorite color. I mean, I like it, but not enough to where I would say, man, I gotta have one of those collection, because that's a sweet looking color. It's okay. It did take me a while to find one, even though I saw them everywhere. What I mean by it took me a while is because of the horn. Some of the horns had really sloppy paint jobs, and and the paint job would be all over the place and everything. It'd be all the way around the crest and everything stuff. So this was probably the cleanest paint job I could find, even though it didn't go all the way down in there. But still, it's still a little. It's very clean compared to the ones that I've seen before. So I take this over any day. As far as the eyes goes, the eyes are on spot on, and it is a dark brown with kind of a orangish color right there, with the striping go all the way over here. I wish that it would actually go down here. It's one of those incidents where they got lazy with the paint job. They could have just made this one solid brown color, and I would have been fine with that. But if they was going to add the striping to it, they should have just added at least to the tail, or at least down to here or whatever. But they just chose to just keep it right there, not even attempt to go straight to the tail. But and it does have those little striping patterns down here on his legs. a little bit there and there on the face. So overall, it's an okay figure as far as a repaint goes. But overall, the figure is excellent, you know. So here are the noises. And also, you notice it does have a little bit of paint right here and all around on the neck as well. So now let's go ahead and bring out the original. And as you can tell, the original is a way better paint scheme as far as colors go. And there it goes, falling over. So this, like I said, it does have balancing issues like before. But anyways, like I was saying, you can tell that the original has a lot better paint scheme. It actually goes all the way down to the tail, and it's just more vibrant and more a little bit more realistic as compared to the brown version. So let me know in the comments below which Cerrado that you like. Do you like the original from the Fallen Kingdom line, or do you like this brown color from this line? And last but not least, we got the Ankylosaurus. And I like this one the best out of the two, better than the original one, because for one, it does have a more natural color to it, and it's like more realistic as far as the other one goes. I like the other one as well, but when it comes to the color scheme, and if you want a more natural looking one, I prefer this one over the other one. And I do recommend this one over the other one as well. And even though they're exact same figures and everything, just different color scheme. But if I had to choose, and if I recommended one, go get this one, you know. But anyways, I do like the colors on this one. Got the more natural yellowish color right there at the bottom. It's kind of more like what should I say, what you would call a sweet potato color, you know, as far as the color scheme goes. I like how it blends in, how the dark blends in with the light. The only thing that I wish they would have done, like everything else, was they would have colored this color scheme pattern all the way down to here, and then actually painted the knob as well. And they did a good job with this part right there, but you know, they could have just carried it over down to here and it'd been all right. So, but yeah, it's a nice looking figure. I do like this one a lot. And as far as the eye goes, you can see the eye is perfect. There and there. And let's go ahead and hear the sounds and you can watch the action feature. And you know, this does have a tendency to get stuck if you press down too hard. I mean, it's just all of them, I think. It's not just mine, but I think other people are, in general, it does that. So you just kind of have to kind of press it lightly. So, all right, let's go ahead and bring out the comparison. So here we have the new one compared to the original from the Fallen Kingdom line. Like I said, I do prefer this one over that one, just because, like I mentioned several times, because of its natural color, you know, in my opinion. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, and what do you prefer. If you like the Dino Rival one, or do you like the Fallen Kingdom one? Let me know down in the comments below. So here we have our 4 Dino Rivals or Roarivors. So before we go to the collection update, there's a couple of things I want to go over. I do want to go over these cards and then show the facts app underneath the feet in case those who want them can have them. So the first Dino Rival card we have is the Baryonyx. I do like this artwork. This is kind of got that crocodilian-like style artwork right there. And is at a 25. As you can tell, it's pretty much even, almost even across the board, except for the brains. The strength, the speed, and the savagery is at a 7, and the brains is at a 4. Next up, we have the Metrocanthians. What the heck? Metrocanthias. Metrocanthosaurus is pretty much speed. The strength is at a 7. The speed is at a 5, so it's a little bit slower than the Berry. And then the brains is at a 5, and it's just a tad bit smarter than Baryonyx. And its savagery is at a 6, so it's at a 23. And then next up is we have the Ceratosaurus, and the speed is pretty fast. It's at an 8. Not the speed, the strength. It's pretty strong, should I say. It's at an 8. The speed is at a 6. The brains is at a 5, and the savagery is at a 7, so it gets a 26. And then lastly is the Ankylosaurus, and it's at a strength is at an 8, speed is at a 3, so it's very slow and very dumb, as the brain is at a 2 and the savagery is at a 4. So, that being said, in y'all's opinion, if this was a fatal 4-way, which one do you think would win out of the 4? My money would be on the underdog, and I think perhaps maybe the Metrocanthosaurus would probably come out on top. That's just my wild card pick right there. So I do like all the artwork on all of these. The Ankylosaurus is really good. The Ceratosaurus is pretty sweet looking. It does look like it reminisces like a T-Rex, and then as well as the Metrocanthosaurus, and the Baryonyx is probably my favorite one out of all of them. So yeah, if this was a fatal 4-way between all 4 of them, I think the Metrocanthosaurus would win. So then here's the back of all the cards. Here, this is Dino Rivals Jurassic World. So, for those who want the the fax app, so we're going to take a look at this one. That is the first one right there. Put him back. Then here's the Mecha. And right there. Now this one stands a lot better than the original. And then here is the Cerato. Right there. And then here is the Ankylosaurus. It's right there. So there is the fax app. Hope y'all enjoyed those, and let's do a collection update. So here is the collection update. So we have the Attack Pack Series 1 and 2, the Dracorex, Velociraptor Delta, there's a Protoceratops, the Rhamphorhynchus, the Herrerasaurus, and the Coelurus. And for the Savage Strike line, we have Series 1 and 2 with the Monolophosaurus, the Styracosaurus, and the Dimetrodon, along with the Tapejara. And for the Dual Attack line, we have the Triceratops, the Concavinator, and the Parasaurolophus. And from the Battle Damage line, we have the Albertosaurus. And I just want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed filming it. If you haven't already, please give this channel a sub. Click the notification bell so you receive all my uploads. Comment down below what you think of this set of Dino Rivals Roarivors. Do you like these paint schemes better than the originals from the Fallen Kingdom line? Or do you have a mix picks like I did? And yeah, just let me know down below what you think of these. And words to wisdom: buy what you love, not what you like. Because if you buy what you like, you will always end up getting rid of it. And I will catch y'all later.